Transurfer and the Transurfing Curious. My name is Renee Garcia, and today we're going to be talking about a little thing called bravery, because this is kind of a big part of transurfing. You know, we talk a lot about letting go of limiting beliefs and exiting your comfort zone or your little box of security, right? That limited little sector of reality that you are experiencing and that you are confined to if you are not in an active state of sort of breaking through some of those barriers out of that life track in the direction of a more expansive alternative space, accessing things that are new and entirely different than what you are experiencing right now. This takes bravery, right? Because exiting that comfort zone, exiting that place of security, pushing through those beliefs keeping you there. All of this stuff is the challenge. But really, if you want a better reality for yourself, if you want anything really substantially different than what you have right now, and you want to access the alternative space in a much grander way, you're definitely going to have to muster up some bravery. Because let's face it, without the bravery, we sort of just exist in our layer of reality. And if you're fine with that, then you're fine with that, right? I was not okay with that at a certain point. I realized that, you know, my reality was void of quite a bit that I knew I was destined to connect with. But I had to really just everything I'm doing now. I mean, talk about getting outside of the comfort zone. And it has taken a lot of bravery. And now I am in a position where I would consider myself a brave person, right? I have done a bunch of different things now that I've had to really just swallow it and be like, okay, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it no matter how challenging, no matter how, you're putting yourself in a place where you may embarrass yourself. I had this realization the other day when I can't even remember what I was doing, but I was just thinking about all the videos that I've done and all the public speaking and all that stuff, and I was like, oh my God, if I wanted to disappear right now, I probably couldn't. That stuff is online forever. Like, I'm out, right? I'm out of the closet. And this is, this is definitely a product of my bravery. Before I get started, remember to like this video and comment and subscribe and join us on Facebook. Teachable link, Reality 2.0. Check out the course down below. It's there. Follow me on Instagram, reality_transurfing, reality_transurfing. And yes, contribute by energetically doing something to this channel. We appreciate it. Okay, so in this little wonder here, Transurfing in your pocket, Vadim Zeland has a little something to say about bravery. He says, new definition of brave. Okay, so we've got a new definition now. Brave no longer means, I know I am not going to make it, but nevertheless, I am throwing myself in and battle till I am dead. Brave means now I know there is a challenge and I would love to throw myself in and enjoy the experience regardless of the outcome. Okay, dun dun dun, regardless of the outcome. This is where it is at. And this is where most people hold themselves back or are scared to make a move, is they don't want to do the thing because they're scared that the outcome will not be what they have worked towards. when you drop the outcome, right? I had to drop the outcome of this channel. And a lot of people have said crazy things to me. Oh, you don't have that many subscribers, and oh, you know, you're not really good at this, and blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the day, I'm not doing this for a specific outcome. I am doing this to sharpen some skills, some tools, to learn some new things. I'm doing this to throw myself into the alternative space. I'm doing this to help me to connect with my higher purpose, right? Of trying to get this knowledge to other people. The outcome is completely irrelevant to me, and that is what helps me to do this every day. Because if I was focused on, okay, the outcome is that I'm going to be a super famous YouTuber and I'm never going to embarrass myself and I'm going to be whatever, right? Then I would be going into this with a bunch of expectations of myself, excess potential, importance, and ooh, I'm going to feel wobbly and probably not make it to that outcome. Lessening the value of the outcome and simply throwing yourself into the scenario to benefit whatever is there. This is where the gold is at. This is the money shot, right? This is the money shot. And then as you develop and you refine and you hone your skills and you evolve and you become that next version of you, then you gain new ideas and ways that you can act bravely towards. And this is creating a pathway towards that higher lifeline where more of what you want exists. Sitting at home, being scared, not taking action, and not being brave, you are not going to be doing that, right? I know I've been doing this a lot with my arms lately, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, so a few points here that I would like to make. One, drop importance on yourself and start living life with reckless abandon. Okay, what I mean by this is throw caution to the wind. And when I say caution, I don't mean do things recklessly, but understand that you're protected, right? You're protected. You've made it this far. You have obviously a guardian angel looking out for you. You've happened upon really good knowledge that is going to help you improve, continue to improve, right? You're not going to make a decision to act in a new direction, go towards that new choice, that new intention with bravery, and then your reality and your world and your guardian angel are just going to let you fall through the cracks, right? You can dream big here because this knowledge will support you dreaming big. And reckless abandon, okay, that's probably a little too much, right? But let's just say drop importance on yourself and start living life with less importance. You know, that's, everyone can do a little bit more of that. No one cares. I put a meme out on the Facebook group the other day. It showed two little cartoon figures. One of them was like, nobody cares, and he was crying. And then another guy was like, nobody cares. So here's the thing, no one actually cares. If I make a fool of myself doing a video, if I embarrass myself, if put myself out there in a way and the result isn't absolutely ideal, nobody actually cares. Nobody actually cares. Other people are too busy doing their stuff, doing themselves. Nobody actually cares if you stumble, if you trip up, if you embarrass yourself, if you don't get it right the first time. So no one cares is a real relief. It's a release. people aren't watching you, right? People aren't watching you. I mean, as I'm saying this, obviously people are watching me, but you get what I'm saying. Like, this moment right now, even if I did something super embarrassing and I posted this and a bunch of people saw it, it's still just gonna vacuum sucked into past, right? It's not like it actually means anything at the end of the day. So really adopting this idea that nobody cares, throw yourself out there, make a fool of yourself, set yourself up to do something embarrassing. Nobody actually cares. And when you get used to doing this, being in this place of vulnerability, you'll realize that even when you do stumble and fall, even when you do mess up, nobody actually cares. Nobody actually cares. Pendulums turn the freak into a star. This is true. Vadim Zeland talks about this a lot in Reality Transurfing. Pendulums love uniqueness. Pendulums love someone that goes against the grain. And pendulums will pick you up if you do go against the grain, if you are unique, if you do have something quirky or odd about you, and they will help you. Pendulums will help you turn yourself into a star. There's this gal on YouTube, one of her videos popped up once when I was looking for videos on how to deal with haters. And she took all the hater comments that were said about her and she read them on video and just sort of laughed and made jokes about them. So what was unique about this girl is she had some developmental disorder and her face and her body were like horribly deformed. You know, I mean, her whole symmetry, everything was messed up. She probably only weighed 50 pounds. You know, she was really like a very different looking human being. And obviously she attracted the criticism of people like giving her hateful comments. She took those comments and decided to read them on her channel, making fun of them, and the video had like millions of hits, right? And her channel has millions of subscribers. So the more unique you are, the more odd you are, the more freaky you are, the pendulum's gonna love you. Throw yourself out into the alternative space, be brave about it, own it, and the pendulum is going to pick that up if you can view it as a benefit rather than detrimental to you, right? Worst case scenario, you have an adventure and you learn something. That's really worst case scenario, because remember, nobody cares. It's all gonna just get vacuum sucked into the past. And do the thing. Be the person. Start your own YouTube channel. Do whatever. And worst case scenario is you have an adventure and you learn something new, right? That's the worst case scenario. Exit the comfort zone and enter the alternative space or the space of variation. So this is kind of like my final, and I know that I've already talked on this at the beginning of the video, but really taking the initiative to acknowledge that the current layer of reality you are experiencing is a mere fraction of what is available to you, and expanding up out of yourself, expanding up out of your belief system, expanding up out of your everyday actions, taking anomalous action, doing things that are out of the ordinary for yourself, getting yourself stimulated in a way that you exit your comfort zone and throw yourself into the alternative space, into your external environment, into your community, however you want to look at it. This is an act of bravery, and that bravery, what it does is it puts you in a position where you connect with more that is going to help you materialize a sector of reality beyond what it is you are currently experiencing. So it takes bravery. You can be a brave person, like Vadim says, enjoy the experience regardless of the outcome. Bravery is at first a little thing that's challenging to jump into, but as you exercise your ability to become brave, you just sort of evolve with this characteristic, with this state of being, and it becomes easier and easier and easier to do this action, right? To move towards something with bravery. Right now, if somebody drove up to my house and were like, hey Renee, there's a convention down the way and we want you to come and speak in front of 1,000 people. Can you get dressed and can you go? I'd be like, yeah, can you give me 5 minutes? I will do it. And again, no one cares if I get up there and I mess up. Yeah, in the moment, people are going to be like, oh my God, this chick doesn't belong on stage. But at the end of the day, nobody cares. I am now a brave fucking person, right? I am a brave person. So how can you be more brave today? And how can you exit your comfort zone, throw yourself into the alternative space, and use bravery to sort of be at the wind at your back, right? Getting you away from your routine and into a place where you may be able to access more. Let me know your thoughts, like this video, subscribe, join us on Facebook, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.